guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I am super excited to be here with you guys today. We're going to be talking about who I am and why you should listen to me. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know every single thing under the sun about nutrition or about new diets or health styles or mindset. I still continue to struggle from time to time, as we all do, because none of us are perfect. But what I will say is that I have gone through it for quite a while, and I do have a lot of tips that I think could help you. I am currently a personal trainer. I recently, I guess not recently, but I changed my career about 7 years ago, and I've been in the health and wellness industry for 7 years. And I got into the health and wellness industry, or I started in the health and wellness industry, I should say, because I lost 200 pounds. And as much as a life overhaul that is, I am still on my own weight loss journey. I am still on my own path to losing more weight. I want to lose about another 40 to 50 pounds. This is what I used to look like, and this is what I look like now. I don't have a certain standard for what I want to look like. I just want to make sure that I feel healthy and look good and feel confident in my own skin. You know, one of the reasons why I first started working out was to become healthier. I had gotten news when I was a teenager that there was a possibility that I actually would not get my period if I didn't lose weight. And as far as I can remember, you know, when I was 3, I was overweight. So it's been quite a while that I've lived in this body, and, you know, it's ever changing, but it's always about a mindset. If I've lived with a negative mindset for quite a while, and I didn't really change that until I started in the health and wellness industry. It was something that I was always comparing myself with everyone else. And I was always like, well, why don't I look like her? Or why isn't my waist small enough? Or my thick thighs or whatever. And I had lived there for so long and had diminished my self-worth and self-love because of that. I was able to move past it and become healthier and have a healthier mindset because of working out and because of exercise. You know, the reason why I exercise is because it brings me joy. It brings me joy to have my own time in the gym. It brings me joy to, once I'm going through really hard exercises, that I feel more confident in who I am and my ability to be a badass. And I know that a lot of people out there feel the same way. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that all the time it's easy to work out, because it's not. But I will say that I've grown to really love it. When I first wanted to lose weight, I hired a personal trainer, and I was working out at home with my sister and my mom in our living room. And we used to do all of these basic workouts, right? But once I started seeing results, once I started to feel better, I was like, yeah, like this needs to become a lifestyle. So I felt a little bit more confident to go to the gym. I didn't want to be stared at, but I then had to reassess myself because all of those negative thoughts were actually in my mind, right? Those are all things that I was thinking about. Those were all things that I was kind of on this hamster wheel of like, no one is going to talk to me, and people are going to make fun of me because why am I here? And I'm the big girl in the gym, and, you know, all of these things. And literally it was an entire mindset up here that didn't get me anywhere but feeling more negative about who I was. And I had to move past it. And the first thing was I have to walk into this gym and I have to get on that treadmill because that's where I feel more confident my first day, right? So what I did was I got on that treadmill, did my 30 minutes, and got the lay of the land. And as I started to become more confident in my abilities with my trainer, and then I started doing more research on my own. And I then started going to the gym more on my own, and I started to look better. I started to feel better. My confidence had gone up. Just the sheer fact of trying on something that you weren't able to wear like 3 months prior and putting it on and being like, okay, I look good. I look good. Like having that feeling is like so overwhelming. And that's what actually pushed me and motivated me to move forward, right? Were my results, the amount of energy that I started feeling, the fact that I was now getting more sleep because I had been in the gym and like I was working out. It actually changed my sleep patterns, which when I first started, I was like, this is crazy. But now that I'm a personal trainer, I'm like, yeah, that's totally true. That's what happens. I started working out more often. I started, having harder workouts. I upped my frequency with my trainer. And then at that point in time, I started educating myself on the types of exercises and workouts that I was doing, so I knew what I was doing and why I was doing it. Then my next step was then to focus on nutrition, right? Because in the beginning, when you're like, yes, when you make that initial thought of like, I'm going to change my life, I'm just going to like overhaul everything, and you're like really excited to start, but then you only do it for a month or 2 months and then you just fall off, right? You've been trying to handle too many things at once, and now you're not handling anything. You're not creating any new habits, right? So I first started working out, becoming more active. Then I started changing my nutrition. And what that looked like for me was my portion control. I started eating healthier while I was starting working out. But what that meant for me was that my portion controls were astronomical, right? So instead of eating, 1 chicken breast, I was eating 2 and 3. And it had gotten to a point where I was just eating so much that I needed to educate myself on portion sizes and educate myself on healthier foods, or more nutritious foods, I should say. And now getting out of the mindset of like healthy food versus not healthy food. There's none of that. It's more nutritious food versus less nutritious food. And so I was like, okay, well, trying different diets and trying fad diet and trying the keto diet and trying the carnivore diet and trying all of these different diets. And I was just like, none of this is sustainable. I'm hungry all the time. Why am I hungry all the time? Like, I'm always thinking about food. Like, I then had to be like, okay, so instead of me eating only twice a day, I have to eat more, because I actually like eating more frequently throughout the day. So I'm currently eating 6 meals a day. So I should say 3 meals a day, and then 3 to 4 snacks, depending on my hunger level and how much I've worked out. And now that I've been able to tackle my portion sizes and how much I'm eating, I personally track all of my food and measure it. It is something that I'm not going to suggest for anyone else unless that's something that you really do want to do. But it is something that I do now, and it's something that's been able to keep me on track. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed today and the content. If you did, please comment and tell me what you thought. Tell me if maybe you've tried any of these things before, or maybe you felt the same way. Let me know if there's something else that you would like to hear from me, or another topic that we can talk about. And again, like and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here next time. Bye.